to the biggest amount of orders. So if Asia created a high, there are so many orders sitting at that high. New York wants to liquidate that high because there's money there. And then if they liquidate that high, they can then push price down, money and generating money as they go higher, taking what Asia left behind and pushing price lower to their point of interest. And when they get to their point of interest, they let go. You understand? That's why a market can stay dead for almost 6-7 hours. There's no movement. It's because they've we now need to use our own money, and nobody wants to use their own money. So what do? There's a very slow consolidation. Nothing happens in this market. It's so quiet. It's just getting buys and sellers, getting buys and sellers, getting buys and sellers. Oh, liquidate, getting buys and sellers, getting buys, getting sellers, getting buys, getting sellers. Liquidate, getting buys, getting sellers, getting buys, getting sellers, getting buys, getting sellers. Liquidate until they have enough money for the big move. Then what happens is everybody who got involved over here gets taken out. We get that stop hunt, and then price goes up. It's because they've made enough money without using their own money to get involved. And once you learn this, you'll stop getting caught up in the market. You won't fall for these stupid traps. They are mafias, very big mafias. But that's honestly how it works. So they wait and watch these people generating orders, and then they come back. The day's over. They're about to get involved, and they look at they look at their PC, and they're like, "Wow, guys, Asia just created 500 million orders at the top over there. We need to go get them. How much do we need to get there? About 2 trillion. 2 trillion. Okay, cool." And then that is their journey. You understand? That is their journey. Boom, 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 boom. They pump money, price, they go, and they take out the Asian high. Now, at the Asian high, they're like, okay, cool. Guys, 2 days ago, I see that there's money right at the bottom over there. There's orders down there. Who let those orders? Oh, Tokyo let those orders behind. We have enough money to go there. Oh, I don't know. I could probably pump another 5 trillion. How much do we need to get there? About another 3 trillion. Okay, cool. Let's pump another 3 trillion. They're pumping their 3 trillion. Price goes down. Boom, 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 boom. They get orders. From here to the next high, and the next high, and the next high, as price moves up, they've got so much fucking money that your sells don't take place. Your highs don't even play a part anymore, because they're the only ones who get it, who are in that market. So they just break out, get involved, because nobody has enough money to stop them. They just have too much capital. You get me? So when you get people like that, that's big days like NFP, that's big days like CPI, where these guys have been talking about pumping 10 trillion into the fucking market. Where they're like, listen, everybody thinks that high is gonna hold. Let's show them. Boom. You understand? Boom. Price shoots up. Does that high hold? No. The high doesn't hold. Why? Because the people sitting at that high don't have enough volume to hold the type of power that they're bringing from the bottom. So how is a supply going to hold when the demand is so fucking powerful? It's not going to hold. You can have the biggest order block there. You with me? Price just breaks out completely. You're like, what? How? Why? It's because the demand had so much power sitting at that level. They just had so much money sitting at that level. They had generated so much money. Now imagine how much money they're going to continue to generate as they slowly start moving up. And then all of a sudden, liquidate to generate more money. And then, boom, there's just so much power in their volume that supply zone will not hold. And that's why you get a massive breakout. And you're just like, what? Price just broke out. That's because that supply zone just didn't hold. They just had too much money. You get me? They just had too much money and the order flow was just too heavy for that supply zone to hold. I believe this is how they... don't you think they talk like that? Hey, Marco! Yeah, bruh. Ish, this market. Yo, check here. Asia left 4 trillion at the bottom over there. Hey, I've only got like 2 trillion in my pocket. Don't you have like 3 trillion? Nah, I've got 3 trillion, bruh. I've got you, bruh. Here's 3 trillion. We put 5 trillion to go take Asia's 4 trillion. You see? I think they talk like that. Oh, hey, my bro, we've got 9 trillion, bro. What do you want to do? I don't know. Let's go take out that Asian high. And then after that, let's go take out the London high. Oh, hey, bro, look how much is sitting up there. Look how much is sitting. Bro, we're going to be rich. Yo, we're going to be rich. Boom. They're pumping money. You see? Now they yo, brah, imagine we just got ourselves a whole 14 trillion. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take over the world, man. We're gonna take over the world. Whatever it is. I'm kidding. But yeah, guys, it's basically as simple as that. Marco and his friend decide to go and get 17 trillion. What is someone like that going to do to the markets? You get me? So after that, that's what they do. They just sit there. So there's Marco. Yo, they've got 5 minutes, bro. I don't think they're going to pick up those orders. Ding, ding, ding. Their time is over. Here comes Marco. We need to get there. Guys, in order to reprice the stocks to get to that level, we need 3.5 trillion. Who has 3.5 trillion? But I've got 2 trillion. I've got 1.5 trillion. I've got 5 trillion. Yo, 5 trillion. I only need 1 trillion. Bring 1 trillion. Got 4.5 trillion. We can go take their orders. So we use our 5 trillion to go grab their 3 trillion. We now have 8 trillion. Make sense? We then put that whole 8 trillion and we decide today we're going to take Asian high out, London high out, and whatever other high out. And as we do that, the algorithm runs in its movement. So you'll get stupid institutions trying to push price lower, ooh, and then these guys just push price higher. And then these other guys will come, ooh, and then we leave them to leave their orders behind. And we know, okay, no, there's 50, these guys have pumped in 50. What should we do? No, let them go. Okay, it's 60. Time's not on our side. Hey, let's just go. Activate. Shoo. Simple.